The men in their 50s are probably one of the most insufferable demographics of men out there. These men are unhappy, financially stunted, mentally stunted, emotionally stunted, and still operating as if they are in their 20s. There's a lot of discord right now with younger women dating significantly older men because they think that these men have it together. They think that these men are mature. They think that these men are financially secure, and they think that these men are able to provide them with a life that a much younger man may not be able to do. And that is, in fact, not the case. Most of these men that are in their 50s and they're looking to date significantly younger women is because they are not together enough to even date the women that are in their age demographic. So they go after these younger women to ultimately steal the youth of these women. These men are bitter, they are controlling, they are manipulative, and they are extremely unhappy with their lives. Most of them have not put in the work. They don't have a career. Most of them don't have a home. Most of them don't have the finances. And a lot of them are stuck in their ways and jealous of these women who have their whole future ahead of them.
So, woman says that men in their 50s, dating men in their 50s, or let's just say older men in general, is bad. What say you, Carrie? Do you agree or disagree in general? Obviously, we know that no man is a monolith or no group of people is a monolith. Do you agree or disagree with her sentiment about men in their 50s? You're muted, Carrie.
Come back.
Carrie over there struggling. Carrie struggles streaming like a mug tonight. All right, we'll come back to Carrie. Uh, Let me go to Molly. Molly, what do you think about what was said?
I think that what that lady said, I hear a lot of women say that about older guys. Uh, I have friends who have significant, like, had relationships with significantly older men, and a lot of the time, those men are childish, probably a lot more childish than men in our age bracket, I'll put it like that. I don't really think dating older men is necessarily the flex that social media makes it seem like it is, because a lot of the times those older men are damaged, they have a lot going on, or they might be out of a divorce. And I do think that a lot of them do use younger women to kind of steal their youth. And a lot of the times, younger women will date an older man thinking he's more mature, and he's probably not. It can be draining. I can see how it could be draining.
Carrie, what do you think about her sentiment about what most women can expect to date older men?
I think that she sounds like she's coming from a little bit of a salty spot. A lot of it. First of all, y'all know she was killing me with most men over 50 are this, and most men, and most men, and most men, this is the reason, and most men. The whole time I'm like, how do you know? Like,
I'm proud of you, Carrie.
how the heck do you
That's
know?
all I wanted to hear.
Um, I mean, I'm sure there are probably some older men who fit what she's saying, but I would think that older men who target younger women, it's less of I can like front like I'm more of this than that, and more of she's probably more like malleable. I can she'll do what I want her to do. I won't have to deal with her being set in her ways and having strong opinions. Like I would think it's more down that road. And that's also based off of me hearing older men talk about it. But I don't know. Like I don't have a personal experience with I don't think it's what she said. I don't think it's what she said. I don't think it's what she said.
I
And
get.
she
Oh.
looks like she had her eyes on somebody, and they ain't had their eyes on her. She might have took her ring off, but I ain't seen no ring, so I don't know. I'm just kind of mindful of single-looking women having such strong feedback and advice and knowledge and wisdom about men. So that's my
Well, I
answer.
think she has a point though, because you do get, okay, say a woman is 23, 24, 25. The man is 45 plus, and he's thinking about molding her and her being more malleable. But what happens in another decade or so when she hits 30, 35 plus and things start to change? Because I do see a lot of the times women will get into those situations and then they become resentful after a while because they start to grow up. I just don't see why men would date women whose brain isn't fully developed. I don't know. And then a lot of the times I do see older guys, they'll mentally bring themselves down to that girl's level. So I don't know. And I think the internet is glamorizing big age gap relationships.
What's too
And
big,
I
Molly,
don't,
for you?
well, I'm just saying, like, if the man is 50 plus and say she's under the age of 30,
No,
that's a
like
big
give me a
age
number.
gap.
How many years is age gap too big?
A decade or more. But I think it also depends, because if you're probably 30, 35 dating a woman that's probably in her mid to late 20s. But some men are older and they do try to take advantage of a woman's youth. And I do think that a lot of women do at some point become resentful. And I've had conversations. I have a friend, she's younger than me a little bit, and she had a baby by a man who was in his 70s. And the maturity is financially, yes, he is straight financially, but the maturity, no, it's not there.
Yeah.
It's like he tries to keep up with her. And I know sometimes women kind of look for a dad type of thing when it comes to older men. So it's like she didn't really respect him at the end of the day.
Quentin,
What's the question?
what do you think about the sentiment of the woman that said that men that are older are most of them are dusty and that they're basically looking to steal the youth of women that are younger than them and they have more difficulty attracting women that's their age? You can attack any one of those points or all of them if you
I don't know. I don't date men over 50, so I wouldn't know what that looks like.
want. Jesus.
So I guess at this point I would just be taking up for my.
Culturally, what do you think about men that date younger women?
It depends. Like I'm right about Molly. Like I think like 10 to 15 is probably to break it off right there. Anything like I don't know. I just think like because I'll date older women. I can speak from my perspective. Like maybe I'm like 33 and she's like 46, so she still ain't aged out yet. Like she getting there, but like the more you get up to the 50 and the 55, and I'm still down here, I just don't think long term is sustainable.
Hmm.
And it's fun, and I think it's fun for the younger girls while he's still on and popping and his dick still gets hard. Um, but the closer he gets to 60 and you still down here hovering around on and popping, it's like the gap gets wider as he gets older, type thing.
Okay.
So yeah,
Slimmy, thoughts?
because I was with a very attractive, in shape white woman, and then she just started creeping up there, and I was like, "This is we getting farther apart."
Slimmy?
I think she was projecting. Like she probably fucked up. You know what I'm saying? She fucked up. There's something going on with her. She keeps saying most as if she's dated most men.
I'm
That
not
shit
laughing at you, Slim.
that shit sounded insane. Like I'm just glad Carrie said something about most from her. That's all I was happy about. I ain't gonna lie. She got on her about that right away. But no, she just projected, man. I did like you. She can't say about most 50-year-olds and like this shit about 50-year-olds are immature. Man, the 50-year-olds that I know, these women be flocking to them. Flocking to them. They got the
Why are
bag.
they flocking to him?
They got the bag. They cool. They drive
That's
nice
why.
cars. They drive
That's
nice
why.
cars. They're polite. They know how to treat women. They not disrespectful. The young boys is disrespectful. They don't know how to talk to women. They don't know how to approach women. They lead with their money.
Older
And
men leave with their money.
no, not all older men lead with their money. Not all older men. No, that ain't true.
I
That's
think that's I
I
think
think
that's
that's more of a stereotype than anything. I think they will
Maybe
once
because I'm a
once
woman. I guess I have a different vantage point. I always see them old cat daddies, and they are leading with some money. They're
yeah, dad
tricking,
daddies, yeah.
they're
They
trying to
sugar
trick.
daddies. Yeah, sugar daddies, yes.
I
They
don't
yeah,
I
they
don't
tricking.
believe men do that.
They tricking, but
I
it
want to
ain't
be able
all old men. All older guys aren't like that.
I want to
They're
be able to
not.
pick a woman up in my Honda Civic and you not judge me.
You just have to have a whole lot of money. You can drive whatever kind of car you want.
Literally.
So, Slimmy, you disagree with her in a general sense?
Yeah, I don't think she know what the fuck she talking about. She just got heartbroken by a 50-year-old and he ain't want nothing to do with her and because there's something fucked up about her. So she gets on the internet and projects and she's probably fucking wrong. She's fucked up. She never she probably never took accountability for nothing going on in her life. Who knows? I'm not from that video, she seems like the type to pass the buck, honestly. She talking about all these men like this, and it's a bad look when you start doing most. When you start saying most, and you're talking about a group, and you how many men she done dated in her life? 50?
Mm-hmm. I
50
mean,
men?
I don't know. I have no clue.
Well, she shouldn't have dated more than that. The way she talking.
I think it's a fair warning, though, for younger women who might be interested in older men to kind of get a different perspective because
No, I
I
don't
think
think
it's being encouraged, and
I
I
don't
think it's
think
being encouraged for the wrong reasons. And then you with a 50-year-old pervert or something like that because you think him being older
I
makes him
think it's
right.
being I think it's being discouraged for the wrong reasons. I think it's bitter old women that just don't want to see older men live their best life. Being honest, it's bitter women. They don't want to see men live their best life, period. And that's the vibes on the internet all over the scale. Like some women are extremely bitter. They
I
don't they
agree.
don't
And
they don't
that's how
like
she
seeing men,
sound.
huh?
That's exactly how she sounded.
Yeah. And anybody who disagreeing with that is crazy. She sounds fucking bitter. Like who just
She sounds
who
like some other women I've heard.
Then they
No,
sound bitter
then they
too.
sound bitter. Yeah, then they bitter.
No, it's just more so of a just
Are they
speaking
single?
about how they experience relationship with bigger age gaps. So after a while, you do give a older man your 20s and you're in your 30s. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
I think women
My
should
man isn't
stop
in his
talking
50s. I don't
about.
know.
I think women, especially women who are not with men, should stop giving advice on how women should be with men. I think more men should talk about how to pick good men because I think that a big part of our problem is we don't know. We don't know. We be picking for all different types of reasons, and a lot of them, in my opinion, are flighty. It's all over the
What
place.
benefit though would a younger 20-something-year-old, probably outside of his resources, like what benefit would it be to be dating somebody significantly older like that? Unless you're just using him for his money. I don't see what the benefit would be. I feel
But
like it
no,
would benefit him more than the woman, especially if he's not financially stable. There's no benefit.
I don't think that a 20 something year old needs to date somebody who's 50 something. But I don't think that the way she's selling it is the reason that they shouldn't. I just think that that is too big of a gap in time, of experience, of knowledge, of what you bring to the table, of expectation, of health. Like, people need to understand what starts to happen to people after they hit a certain age. Like, there's all these other mature components that we don't talk about because we purely focus on money. We purely focus on like all of these shallow level things, which is why I don't think you should go. I would have said 10 years, but I even think that that starts to become a stretch depending on what age range we're talking about. So I agree with you that a 20 something don't need to be with a 50, but not for that reason.
Uh,
Which
It
goes
comes to
back
the point
to
like,
us talking about how you pick a person. Sorry, Quentin.
oh no, that was you. That was you. That's all you. Like, what are y'all talking about? You know what I mean? Like, what's a 20-year-old talking about like with a 50-year-old?
Oh, I see.
exact
Like,
Nothing, because the
besides our
man's bringing himself down to her level. I've seen it. I've seen it.
besides genitals, like, what do we really have in common?
Nothing. Y'all are from different decades.
Man, you still human beings though, man. At the end of the day,
You need to have something in common though.
you can have something in common with somebody who not in your age bracket.
Your pawpaw.
You might, you all might,
She said
you all might
pawpaw,
like,
not pawpaw,
Not
nigga.
Papa.
you all might like. Y'all not being real. Y'all not being realistic, man. Like, just because you're a different age than somebody doesn't mean you can't relate to them at all. That's just a false narrative that's being put out there. People talk about all types of shit, sports, music, everything.
Come on
Like,
now, Slimmy. Most 20-some-year-old girls ain't think about no sports. They think about their hair, their lashes, their makeup, their nails. What they gonna wear
Traveling,
out tonight? Yeah, like when am I gonna go shopping? They're not thinking about that. But
going to
you know what? I
Mexico.
think that these younger girls should go ahead. If these older men are out there pursuing you, get what you can get out of it, because he's getting what he can get out of it.
yeah, I think we put too much like emphasis on age gaps and less emphasis on learning about the other sex. Most people, they don't know about the other sex. They don't know what drives them. They don't know nothing about them. They're not really trying to know them. They want to think about is how you make me feel and what you can do for me. Not what I can learn from you, not what I can teach you, not what you can help me with long term that might benefit me. Nobody thinks about none of that shit. All people think about is the short terms. What you can do for me right now and how you make me feel. That's all people think about. You could learn something from somebody that's older than you. Learn the mistakes to not make with your credit. Learn the mistakes to not make with choosing the wrong fucking degree. Like, you
You
can't
don't
learn
have
that
to.
from somebody in your age range
Yeah,
because
you
they're
don't.
going through it too.
But you don't have to be with someone
Mm,
sexually in a relationship to learn that kind of stuff.
But
mm.
this is my point though. Y'all just said that you can't have a conversation with somebody about something.
What, like,
Y'all
so you
said no,
want to?
wait, hold on, wait. I was still speaking. Hold on. Y'all just said that you have nothing in common. But you just said just now, you just agreed with me that that doesn't have to be a sexual relationship. So if you don't have to have sex, but you can actually have a conversation about something without it being sexual, then you can build off that, can you not?
No,
Okay.
no. Like, you're just teaching me stuff that my dad should have taught me, kind of vibes.
Okay, let me flip this a little bit. Like you have, I don't know, people like Cher and Madonna with these boyfriends in their 20s. What
They
what
running their
are
pockets and
either
clapping
what's
cheeks.
you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like they're learning and teaching each other stuff and
No,
just having these profound experiences together and relating on the same level.
See, in my book, I call that a mentor. Like,
Yeah.
I had older men as mentors. I learned from the stuff you're talking about, Slimmy. I learned from them, got it, worked with them, got exposure, experience, but it was a very safe relationship. A very like I don't know. I don't know.
But what I'm saying is though, you do have something to talk about.
Well, you do.
People don't want
But
to talk about that shit because they only
No,
want to talk. They only want to talk about two things: what you can do for me and how you make me feel. That's my point. Nobody wants to have those conversations. That's why these relationships are all fucked up because you only want to talk about two things.
well, for a 20-something-year-old woman, like her level of understanding only goes so far a lot of the times. So what else would there be to talk about?
No, I don't think it's that. It's just based on a person. It's
You ever had a
everybody is
conversation with
not.
a 20-some-year-old female?
You say what?
You've ever had a conversation with a 20-something-year-old female
Yeah, for sure.
and y'all is relating?
Yeah, she wanted me to teach her how to play spades.
25 or younger.
She's 20. She's
Okay.
24.
That's not profound though. Like
Doesn't matter if it's
Niggas in a
profound.
card
You
game.
didn't say
it's
whether
a
the
car.
profile.
Yeah.
Wait. You didn't
Hey,
say. You didn't say. No. First off,
That's
you
not
don't
what I
know the.
mean by teaching something. Like that's not anybody can teach somebody how to play spades. Like
But you didn't. No.
that's not a valuable
hey, nigga.
that's
I'm
not
the king.
valuable.
I'm the king of spades. Just
Wait.
let y'all niggas know.
You just said that you don't have nothing in common. You can't talk about nothing. Yes, you
Sorry.
can. You can.
Words matter.
See,
Take
listen.
nothing out, Molly.
Spades? What if she's not interested in spades?
Oh my God.
Like I want my nails done. I want my hair done. I want this new bag. I want these new
who is
shoes.
not
I want to
interested
go
in
to the
spades?
mall.
Oh
I
my
want to
god.
go to the movies.
Hey, y'all in the spades like
I ain't
that? We
thinking
can
about
run
no
it up. Shit,
spades.
You know how to play?
shit.
What?
The whole
Okay,
point
That's
is the
gonna
reason
Spades
why I'm
that's
like
asking you
8
because
old.
hours a
That's
day on my
old
that.
people
phone.
stuff though.
Okay. Even if that's how the conversation started, because I could have told her how to play spades. She ended up being my spade partner. We was playing spades the whole night. We had conversations about all type of stuff that whole night. That's just how you build on things, though.
If
But
a
All right,
most
that's
man,
why
people
these
only want to talk about two things, and that's why we be fucked up
that's
because
I
most
think
people
that
that
only want
you
to talk
should
about two
be
things.
able to be socialized and intelligent enough and just human. Like you should really be able to talk to anybody at any age. Like I don't
Exactly.
get it. But
but I'm just like, I think when
therefore
I speak
mean
about
that
this, it's for the long term, like sustainability over the course of time, as
exactly.
not some surface level. I got you for the next couple years. I'm talking about like we here and we rocking out for the next until you die, since you 30 years older than me.
Yeah.
Type of
Yeah.
shit. I'm not just talking
Anton,
about a
Anton,
simple, normal,
Anton.
just
Where did your parents meet at?
Skating rink. They met at the skating rink.
Thank you. That's
Yeah,
something
but
that
after a
seems so
minute though, when
that
you're talking to an older man after so long, like eh, you're not gonna want to be. This is why these men they get these younger chicks and then they be mad because a dude her age is busting her down on the side.
why would they be
Then y'all
mad?
want to be talking.
Why would they be mad?
I I
Okay.
I agree with Molly. Talking to younger chicks, and I find myself when I do, it's not often, like I have to keep telling myself how old she is or they are, and because I say in my mind that's some fucking 20-year-old shit that don't make no sense, and I get it, and it's no fault to them. They just ain't been through life yet. They'll get there.
Exactly, Quentin.
They just haven't got there. No, I get it. I get it.
I think y'all overlooking just being a human being. Like you could be able to have a conversation and relate to anyone about anything. Period. Like
Slim, I think you overlooking the psychology of younger women, to be honest.
no, I'm not overlooking the psychology of younger women. I
but you're not saying Slimmy, therefore somebody who's over 50 should necessarily be dating somebody who's in their 20s, right?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying like you can't put a restriction on people. You can't put a restriction on people. You don't know what this 50-year-old over here might do for this 30-year-old, this 20-year-old, this 40-year-old. So you can't
Right.
just be like, oh, they can't date down. They got to date a 50-year-old. They got to date a 60-year-old. They got to
Well,
date a 70-year-old.
well, right. There's no rules, and at the end of the day, there's always the exceptions or whatever. But in general, would you, if you were giving a 20-something-year-old young woman advice, excuse me, advice on finding a man, would you recommend that she look to somebody who's over their 50s?
No, I'm gonna say you gotta look. You gotta let the man find you. You gotta let the man find you. You don't know what age bracket
So
that dude
if
in.
she said this 59-year-old dude found me, and he was, I felt good when he was talking to me. I started to, I don't know what she would say about him finding, he found her at the store, at the gym or something like that, and he asked her out, and she's like, I don't know, he's kind of old, you know what I'm saying, I'm 24, he's 59. Slimmy, do
Now
you
that's
think that
Jesus.
I
60.
should go out
That's a
with him?
senior.
Jesus.
Wait. No,
You kept
come
it
on,
one.
man.
She got
See,
kept
I
it
don't
No,
1
know
year
what
off
to
of 60.
Wait a minute. You can't use a 59-year-old. Come on now, man. That's a
okay,
senior
50.
citizen.
Oh, no, it's not.
Not
Yeah,
yet. 65 is senior.
65. It's
60.
65.
Man, he get AARP magazines.
Nigga, you get that at 40, nigga. What you talking about?
How you get that
Let
at
me. He's gonna
55?
be if
I
Okay,
thought it
52.
started at. I thought it
He's
started at 55.
50. I thought it did too. AARP. Okay, he's 54. He's 54. She's 24. He's 54.
30 years is a hell of a gap.
Right. So I'm asking you, but he found her. And she's like, Slimmy, I don't know. He's saying the right stuff. What do you think?
there's just there's just no
Just
way.
don't fall for puppy love. Like, you know what I'm saying?
There's
Don't
just no
fall for the
way
puppy
in
love
hell
shit.
a
See it out.
there's no way in heck a woman that much younger than a man is thinking about anything more than what can he do for me. Like, I don't like you for you, nigga. You ugly because you wrinkly. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's be clear. It ain't. It's that.
Mhm.
That's it. Like, I'm sure in general, there's anomalies, as Carrie said, but in general, a younger woman going that far up, nigga, you need
I
to just go.
mean, obviously, neither of them are in it for the long game. Learn what you can from them.
So you would tell her, don't fall for the puppy love.
Yeah, don't fall for
There you
puppy
go.
love. But that goes for any age. That ain't
So
no.
would you tell her, would you say, go ahead, like go out with him, see, try it out?
Yeah, why not? Why wouldn't you? You could learn something from that dude.
why can't he
You could.
get a woman within his age bracket?
Why are you trying to restrict him to his age bracket?
Because it's
Just
more likely to
mentally,
last.
yeah, they have more in common.
Yeah.
You got it.
I'm not trying to change your mind. I just, I see it from a different angle.
How how
That's
how
it.
does how does someone being in your age bracket just guarantee that it's gonna last?
Well, it doesn't. It's just, but it's more likely
How? Tell me how. Please break it down.
because they're in your age bracket. They're more relatable, and y'all gonna die
Mm-hmm.
generally at the same time. What you mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's not a breakdown.
Cause while
That's
you
stating
busting
the
it
obvious.
down with those gray hairs on your balls, he probably have her a YN on the side with the stamina and the energy and the looks. I don't care. These older men can crash out for these younger women. I don't care. I personally don't care. But don't be complaining when a young chick then took you for all you worth and you ain't got nothing and da 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 da. Should have
Usually
found somebody
men
in your age
men
bracket.
usually men don't complain. We get videos like that from women. Like that woman in that video that was fucking bitter. Like usually those are the ones that's burnt out. They done got ran through. And now they want to get on the internet and whine.
That's how younger women see older men, though. They see them as ran through and burnt out and can't pull no women their own age. That's why they be getting finessed for their
Wait,
money.
men What
You gotta
man
remember, I
can't
have
pull a woman
friends
in his
who deal
age
with
bracket?
older men, though,
Wait
Slimmy.
a
I have
minute,
friends who deal with older men. I'm
Molly.
telling you the
What man
conversations
can't
that they
pull
have.
Molly? What man can't pull a woman in his age bracket? What would be keeping a man from getting a woman in his age bracket?
That's what young
It's
women be
not that he
wondering
can't get
all
her.
the
He
time
don't
when
want her.
men start trying to date such younger aged women. It's like, what's wrong with
Man,
you? I'm telling you. Okay, okay.
man, Molly, you are not being
Y'all,
realistic.
these older men just gonna keep getting finessed. I don't care. If it benefit her, whatever.
All right, man.
Anything else? Anybody else?
I asked Enrique because I was just kind of curious of his opinion on it. And he said dating within your age bracket isn't a hard rule, but there are some practical, emotional, and developmental reasons why it often makes sense. One, shared life stage. You're likely dealing with similar challenges, career building, family planning, personal growth, which makes it easier to relate to each other. Two, cultural references and humor. Same generation equals same music, shows, slang, childhood memories. It creates natural connection and bonding. Three, power dynamics. Big age gaps can lead to imbalances in life experience, finances, or decision making. When you're in the same bracket, there's usually more equality. Emotional maturity. People around the same age are more likely to have similar levels of emotional development, communication styles, and expectations. And five, long term compatibility. Long term goals like retirement timing, health, or parenting can be more aligned when your timelines are similar. That said, age doesn't always equal maturity or alignment, but dating in your age range just raises the odds that you're building from a similar foundation.
Dang, Enrique be spitting. God damn, hey, that motherfucker real.
Yeah, and it made a
You
good
know, Kim
point.
that be on here. Kim has full conversations with ChatGPT, and I think that shit's weird as fuck.
My kids
And
they'll be like, "Can I ask Enrique something?" I started a channel doing it.
That's dope. That's dope. Anybody else?
that was a good answer to Sumi's question. That was immaculate.
Yeah. Oh,
Enrique,
yeah, and that's what I was gonna say to like the point Carrie made with Enrique.
like this
Like,
nigga's real.
yeah, he is real. Anyway, um, but yeah, like the whole like family planning, because my friend, the man's way older. They have a child together. He wants more kids, and she's like, "We already have a child together, and you're so old. You're not gonna die and leave me with all these kids to take care of." So I think it matters. It matters. Men don't like to think that. Men don't like to feel old, but it
You
matters.
ain't playing, and you ain't playing with the kid when you that damn old. I'm playing with the
No,
kid.
you ain't doing. You're pawpaw. Mm-mm.
I ain't gonna lie. My parents had a kid. My youngest sibling is the same age as my oldest son. And my daddy and mom was calling me talking about, can you come play with your brother? I'm like, nigga, no.